गरेका छन्। के भने भन्नु विदेशी भूमिमा जीवनको दलदलमा भासिने मानिसका पीडालाई म पात्रले कसरी
चित्रण पात्रले पात्रले विदेशमा गएर उतै बस्न मन लाग्ने अथवा उतै बस्ने कुरालाई चाहिँ कसरी बताएका छन् अथवा जनाएका छन् कि किन बसेछन्, के का लागि बसेछन्, त्यहाँको दलदलमा कसरी फसेछन् भनेर भन्यो होला नि त्यहाँ। हेर्न ओके सरी ओके गाइज, फाइनली गेम स्टार्ट भइसकेको छ इन सर्टेन वेमा। सो वेलकम ब्याक सबैजनालाई। आई बिलिभ तपाईँहरू सबै सन्चै हुनुहुन्छ। सुडु आई म पनि एकदम सन्चै नै छु आज रे अहिले। एन्ड दिस विल बी द भेरी लास्ट डे and last day first match is this in such a scenario. Teams are low in number, which will be our 58, but it is showing 55. It is some sort of restart glitch that will be get fixed by the time, so don't worry. In such a situation you guys don't need to worry about that. And okay, there will be the fight between these very teams, which was our ENC, and then after that another one will be our Alex. For the teams, Rothesh June has taken down one of the player for now to be, which was not a fine thing. As I got to know, it was not a fine thing for the teams, and the teams are just getting straight forward and going straight forward in such a situation as well. And that was a nice shot by Rothesh Arya, and that was a finish as well. अहिलेको लागि यतापट्टि 2 मिनट and 10 सेकेन्डको टाइम पिरियड बाँकी रहिरहेको छ। and SITB MC and MBK रहेका छन्। SITB MC SITB means is over here for the teams. And okay, there was our team so-called Rothesh. There are over 3 minutes standing, and how they gonna manage out the very short situation, that need to just check it out. And and that was a finish as well for the team TJ Naik. They just finished out the very TJ Naik, which was not so good in such a scenario. And just when we're getting straight forward for the teams, I got to believe that. And now they are going upside down, and they are out on the very top. They need to go for the shots, but haven't gone for it so far right now, and they are just getting down. And okay, finally they are out on the downside, which was fine. Only 1 minute and 12 seconds left in the very present scenario for the team. For Yonkos Sports, Shizu is over here with Mumin and Siren. EC and one of the player for the team ENC has already been taken down, which will be our PG boot for the teams, and knocked and finished by the Miami. And they are just holding up the very present scenario. They need to go for the various shots, but haven't gone for it. Okay, players are being ready with that very Uzi, but let's see what will get happened by now. And that was a need against Mimic, but that could unable to get connected by now to be. And they are just getting downside, side by side in such a scenario, which was fine. And need to go for it, and that was a need, but fully able to get connected, but no. He is in .sp for the team ENC. PG Puri is in some sort of com HP, but she is performing the very healing up job, and she did that, so it was fine as I believe for now to be. And 153 players available in this very lobby for the team Alex as well. Nanami has picked out the very first kill for her and her team, which was fine, not that good, not that bad in such a scenario, but never mind. Let's go with the flow, and I'm expecting a very fine game for the teams. I believe they're gonna manage it out well properly. And that was a shots against the team. First Shizu Gaming लियो कुन चाहिँ हो त च्यानल भनेको यहाँ रहेछ कि भेटाएँ। And I'm finally over here, and only 3 minute and 3 minute and 42 seconds left in the very present scenario for the teams. They haven't picked any of the kills by now, so it is not being so fine in a proper manner. Let's see how they're gonna execute the very certain things. That will be the thing to just look after it. There was the team so-called ENC. For the team, there are 3 men. One of the players has already faced out the very execution from the lobby, which was not so fine. I do believe that. Okay, only 53 players available in the very short in lobby. They are just getting straight forward by now. And the spanner using bandages by our ENCPZ Elisa, and 3 players are available, whereas one of the player has pressed out the execution already, and so do Elisa has just healed up her up, which was fine. For now TV, only 2 minutes and 43 seconds left in the very present scenario. How they gonna manage out the very short in the game, that will be the thing to just look after it. And next stage will be our stage 2, which has not been started yet. For the team TG, there was our Robin, whereas Niak and Borsa has faced already exit, which was really not great for the team INAFA. Okay, they are on very 4 men standing, but haven't picked any of the kills for them to be, but I am sure they're gonna manage it out well properly. That was my expectation towards them. Let's see. Okay, Manok has come down, but okay, Zone has already arrived, so that Zone is giving some sort of damage against them. For the team BE as well, there are only 3 men. One of the player are already absent for these very teams. And okay, as by now for the teams are going straight forward, 700 meter plus they need to manage out, or has to go through it. And the spanner holding up the very situation. They need to move in from here, I believe, and they are just trying to get straight forward in such a scenario. And ESK Cat has already been taken down for the team ESK as well. There are only 3 minutes standing, whereas Cat has faced knocked and finished by now to be. For the team TG, Robin has picked 1 kill for his team, and whereas 2 players has faced out the exit already, so it is not being that much far better thing to just pick. I'm expecting a very fine game for this very shortened team, so let's get to know what will happen next. Only 50 seconds left in the very present scenario for the team. There was our TG Mitsua for the teams, and ENCPZ Elisa has already been taken on for the team BE as well. There was our Inbu and MB2, and only 40 seconds left in the very present scenario for the team Weeks as well. UKM, Lan and Means. Then after that Om is over here. 135 seconds left in the very present scenario for the team TWC. There was our Flirty, Kamoji and Fatima over here, and only 27 seconds left in the very present scenario. And there haven't been exited any of the teams yet, but they are getting back to their original place just fine now, and they are trying their level best to manage out the very short games well properly. It was fine in my words. That was not so fine, that was really fine thing. And only 4 seconds left in the very present scenario. They need to go straight forward, and they are doing that thing so well properly and getting moved out. And Alex Dani has already been taken on for the team, so only 2 minutes and 39 seconds left in the very present scenario. How they gonna manage out the very certain game, that will be the thing to just look after it. And they're also trying to get straight forward. Okay guys, only 46 players are available with that very 14 teams as by now. How they gonna manage out the very certain things, that will be the very fine thing to just look after. And only 1 minute and 30 seconds left in the very present scenario for the team Foreign to the Sports as well. There was our Sicho Easy, Siren Easy, Moomin Easy. 1 minute and 20 seconds left in the very present scenario for the teams. And there was our WC27, TWC Flirty, and then after that Kamoji and Fatima for now to be. And still Slays has already been taken down. And only 1 minute time period left in the very present scenario for the team PWR Grax has picked out the very one kill for the very team, which was not so fine. In such a scenario, they are just going straight forward, then are trying to manage the very thing well properly. And अवस्थामा only 36 seconds left, and then after that draw this way. Okay, and Maddie has already been taken down for the team. Moving Slays has been already knocked out. Okay, for now to be players are getting knocked by now, which was really not fine. Ritika Slays has already been finished out, so there will be the very last player standing. Okay, as by now for the team, Roth is one of the players for the team. Roth is has not just one, two of the players has already been exited, but they have collected over 2 kills for them to be, so that was very fine thing. And as by now for the teams, only 1 minute and 20 seconds left in the very present scenario for the team PWR as well. They have collected over 2 kills, and for now to be only 40 players left in the very present scenario. And the pretty only 1 minute and 10 seconds left in this very present scenario thing to just be. And let's get to the very another zone by the time for the team Rothesh as well. There are only 2 women standing for the teams, whereas 2 player has already faced out the very execution, which was really not fine in my opinion, but I'm trying. Okay, they are trying their level best. And only 54 seconds left in the very present scenario. I got to know about that. They're gonna manage it out well properly. Okay, the party for the teams, only 30 seconds left in this very present scenario. Moving Slays is over here, and 3 of the players has faced out the very exit, which was really not fine enough. And TWC Flirty has already been taken down, so that is being a kind of bad thing to just be. And only 17 seconds left in this very present scenario, and only 10 seconds left in this very present scenario, and they haven't gone for the very fight so far, but I believe they will go for it after some period of time in such a scenario. And as by now they are just going straight forward, I believe. And only 1 minute and 40 seconds left in this very present scenario for the team Rothesh as well. There are over 2 minutes, whereas Arya has collected 1, but Rothesh Bay haven't picked any of the kills yet, which was not so fine as in my opinion. And for now to be only 1 minute and 30 seconds left in this very present scenario thing, which was fine. And thereafter we have to talk about different teams like yes, SITB, whereas SITB Yamayas has already faced out the very exit, which was really not fine, but they are going straight forward and they're gonna manage out well properly. That was my expectation. Let's see what will happen next. Only 1 minute and 10 seconds left in the very present scenario for now to be. Okay, they need to go for it or move out from here as soon as possible. SY Kullan has already been knocked and finished for the teams. And for the team Rothesh, as there was the very last player called Arya, Yasuke has already been knocked and finished. PWR for the teams, and Asbana Warajil has picked 1 of the kills, and Nostrax another kill by now to be, which was really fine, not so good, not so bad in this very present scenario. And they are moving straight forward. I'm expecting they're gonna manage it out well properly. That was the thing to just look after it. And by now they're just going straight forward for the teams, and SITB for the teams. And there are overall 3 players still remaining in this very situation. And as by now SITB Ministry is over there, that's providing some level of comfort, but haven't managed out the very things. So just be 32 overall players, and for now to be only 32 player left in this very present scenario. And okay, in certain scenario only 32 players available in this very present scenario, with that very 12 teams left in this very situation. For this very team there are overally 4 players qualified. Kills has been picked by the MB2, which was so fine in such a way. And as by now for the teams 1 minute and 20 seconds left in the very present scenario, and only 32 players are left in this very situation. With that very 12 teams, they need to go for it, but haven't gone by now. Only 1 minute and 9 seconds left in this very present scenario for the team IN and Yafai as well. There are overally 4 minutes standing, and one of the player has already been knocked out over here, and one already been missed as well. But providing some level of shots against the team. Okay, they are performing that action repeatedly by now. And SITB, since he has already been taken down, and PWR picking frag from here and there, where they will able to see any of the enemies in such a scenario. And okay, the spy now only 20 seconds left in this very situation. Providing some level of sort against the team. Only okay, in such a way they're gonna manage it out well properly. In this very scenario, only 34 seconds left in this very rare time period, and only 29. Okay, and just by now for the teams, they have overally picked out the very 4 kills. Okay, the update for the teams 128 players left in this very scenario, and 11 teams are over here. Overally, it was the very stage 5, and providing some level of source to just process out the very tire. And okay, the process has already been executed and done by now, I believe, for now to be. And okay, in such a scenario, and only 47 seconds left in the very present scenario, and there was our main drive for the team. Muntaha is over here. अहिलेको अवस्थामा that was the shots and players has already been executed out the very lobby. Only 13 second left for the very next zone, and okay, as by now for the team, only 24 players left in this very scenario. There will be 10 teams, and this was the very first time. Okay. Okay. As by now for the teams, they are performing the very healing up job. In certain time period, 2 players has been already taken down, and the last player has already been executed for the teams. For English Sports has just faced out the very exit. Only 6 teams left in this very present scenario, which was really fine job to be that so. And then after that, only 57 seconds are left in this very present scenario, and for now to be only 48 seconds left. Okay, as by now for the teams, and Nebu has already been taken down. Okay, one of the players has already been knocked out. Minexix is over here for now to be. Since the last place standby, since 2 of the player has already been exited, VX DN also been taken down. There was the team so-called TWC 27 Comboji has already been knocked out, so that Fatima will be the very last one and she's trying her level best, but she also get executed by the time, which was really not fine. PWR Taro is over here, whereas this team has picked overly 4 kills. Okay, last 3 teams are into the very battle, and as by now for the teams are over here, and only 57 seconds left in this very present scenario. And for the team PWR, players are just getting knocked out, and that was a very bandage using processes, and that was done by now. And another one is over here popped out, which was fine, and only 33 seconds left in this very present scenario, and the revival process has already been started. Okay, there was the very teams, only 3 seconds left in this very present scenario, which was fine enough thing to just be. They are just providing minutes against the team, I believe. And there was our Asterisk 7, where they have overrunning some fine kills, which was 16. That was the shot against the Taro, but couldn't able to manage it out well properly. They have collected overly 6 kills, so that was a very fine thing. And coming close by, and the revival process has need to be just start by the time, and the process has already been started for the teams. And for now to be PWR is over here, whereas they have collected over 6 kills, which was fine indeed. And that was the shot against the team, but couldn't able to manage out to that was the shot. But okay, Brazil has just got some of the deadliest shots ever, and only 8 players left in the very present scenario for the team INFA, as well as that was a nice shot against the Zaidi. But okay, Monok is over here, but okay, she also got knocked out. There was the last player, so-called OBNC has already been down, and last 2 teams left in this very present scenario, whereas 2v3 battle need to be done. But for the both of the teams, 1 on 1 players has went on the spino, which was really not fine. And as by now the process of healing has already been executing. They need to heal up as soon as possible. Okay, Layla need to just heal up, but she couldn't able to do that too, and shots are coming right in her direction, and she has just been exited. And this second goes for the team PWR with that very 9 kills, a very big starter to them. And that was the game. And top fragger for this very game will be our Hamro Inabu. A very big shout out to her. I will meet you at the very next game. Till then, bye bye. See you. Okay, the very next game or second game has already been started with that very 16 teams. As by now, how they gonna manage out the very thing? And 64 players are available in the very certain scenario. And in such a way, and 1 minute and 46 seconds left in this very present scenario. And in such a way, there are overly 16 teams with that very 4 each. And okay, only 64 players with that very 16 teams are over here. Only 49 seconds in this very scenario is over here. And how they're gonna manage out the very certain things, that is the thing to just look after it. And how they're gonna manage out. And the fight between the teams haven't started here, but 1 in 30 seconds left in this very present scenario, whereas there was a team so called as ENC. They haven't managed out such a fine game. And as by now, okay, 63 players are going to straight over here. And okay, 88k placeway has already been taken down for the teams. And PWR Taro is over here. And in such a scenario, only 3 minutes and 18 seconds left in the very present scenario. And in a very certain situation, 88k placeway is over here. And last one is standing. Brinzu is also in some has already been knocked and finished. There was the very last player standing. Okay, in such a situation, 2 minutes and 22 seconds left in this very present scenario for Youngkoji Sports, Siren Easy. And Mayu is over here, Mumin and Shizu AZ is over there. And in such a situation, only 2 minutes and 12 seconds left in this very present situation, whereas Yuno has picked one of the kills for now to be. And that was a shot, and last player has already been knocked and finished, and Step has already been taken down from the lobby, whereas Rotis has picked overly 5 kills, whereas Yuno has picked 2 and no 3, but Yusa has picked 2, and that's how they are managing, and only 1 minute and 20 seconds left in this very present scenario. Okay, in such a scenario, they are getting straightforward. 52 players are over here with that very 14 teams, and PWR no strikes for the team, and that was the shots that are giving straightwise. And in such a scenario, providing some level of swords for the team ECN. Two of the players has already been taken down, and that was the swords. Last player has already been knocked in finish, and that was a very stage 1. But by now 3 of the teams has already faced the very exit, and which will be our ENC. They have been exited without any kills. Then after that, SATB has exited with that very 3 kills, whereas 88 team has exited with 0 kills as well. And okay, by now only 49 players available in this very lobby, and okay, and they are just getting straightforward. And okay, TGS Mitsue has been already taken down, which was really fine for the very enemy team, but bad for them. As by now, for the teams TG, players are getting knocked out for now to be, whereas Obi has picked one of the kills for the teams, and which was very fine. And okay, just by now Obi has collected 1 kills. 1 minute and 20 seconds left in this very present scenario. For now to be, Ratesh Yuno is over here. Okay, just by now only 1 minute and 7 seconds left in this very present scenario. And for the team TGS, Timon as well, as she has picked one of the kills, whereas Min Rai is in .sp. And in such a scenario, and in such a scenario, only 37 second is left in this very present scenario, whereas Yan and Yaswai Mary is over here with Khullan, Elias and CEI for now to be. Only 29 seconds left in this very present scenario. They are just by now getting straightforward for now to be, how they gonna manage out the very situation. And as by now, they are just moving around here and there. Only 14 seconds left in this very present scenario. This will be the very second game for the very last day, or third last game in okay, it's an everything, which was fine. And one of the player has already been taken down. For the teams, players are just getting knocked. And okay, and Rotish Arya has already been taken down. For the team INF as well, there are overall 3 minutes standing. They have picked overall 3 kills, which was fine enough, and they are getting just straight forward. And only 1 minute and 30 seconds left in this very present scenario, which was really great to be that. So, and let's move to the very another zone. And that's why Marias, Kullan, Elias and CI is over here, where there are overall 4 minutes standing. in this very present scenario, and they're trying to go for the various shots, but they couldn't able to go for it. As by now for the teams only 1 minute and 9 seconds left in this very present time, and in such a situation we need to move forward for the very another zone, which will be our none other than stage third zone, and it will be coming closer in just 50 seconds, which was pretty much fine thing to just be. Let's see how they're gonna manage out, or how they're gonna figure out the very certain thing to just look after it. And only 43 seconds left in this very present scenario, and here is our Rotes, where they have collected over really 6 kills, but one of the player for the team Rotes has faced out exit already, which was really not fine to be. And let's see what will happen next in this very present scenario. The band disciplining process has already been started, and okay, Rotes Nuno is doing such a thing for the team TWC. Nuno has already been knocked out, so that was not a fine thing to just be. And for the team BE Pink lowly as well, there are only 3 minutes standing since one of the player has already been exited, but they have collected over 2 kills, which was fine. And for the team TWC, Fatima has just got knocked, which was bad for her to be. And for the teams only 1 minute and 59 seconds left to reach out the very zone. For other teams, just like TZ, who are outside the very certain zone, and they are trying to get inside as soon as possible, and they are on the very on rotation cycle, which was fine. And as well now they are getting straight forward, which was fine. And for the teams, they're gonna manage it out well properly. That was my expectation. Only 1 minute and 29 seconds left in this very present scenario, and for now to be TWC Flower has already been taken down, which was really not fine thing to just be. And for the team Forensic Sports, Siren, Mayu and Mumin with Shizu Easy will be the very 4 minutes standing, but they haven't collected any of the kills yet. But I think they will definitely collect by some time. I believe that was my expectation. I hope they will get it in right. Okay, now only 40 seconds left in this very present scenario, and only 41 player left with that video 13 teams. And how they gonna manage out the very thing, so just to be, let's just see. And only 30 seconds left in this very present scenario, and SY Mariaz okay, as by now only 9 seconds left in this very present scenario. Okay, here is our very team, which is BE Imnabu is over there, whereas there is Mbazu as well with Pink Loli. And okay, and that was a shots going straight by, and SY is over here, whereas Mariaz Khullan is over here, Elias and Cypher now to be. Only 28 seconds left in this very present scenario. For the team BE as well, 3 men are standing over here, and TWC okay, as by now for the teams only 5 seconds left in this very present scenario. Okay, as by now for the teams, only 1 minute and 5 seconds left in this very scenario, and as by now only 58 seconds left for into the sports. Easy has already been taken on, so that was not being a very hard job to just make it out through. And as by now Slays, team Slays is over here, and okay, in such a scenario only 30 seconds left in this very present scenario, whereas and in certain scenario only 24 seconds left, and PWR for the teams, they have collected over only 5 kills in such a way, and okay, in such a scenario only 12 teams left in this very present scenario. For the team NSY, 2 of the players has been already taken down, and article आगे. And okay, as by now for the teams, Minrai has already been knocked out. There was our Moon. Then after that, Muntaha for the teams. 1 or 2 teams left in this very prison scenario, and okay, they need to go for it. And that was a shot against the team, and that was a nice knock. There was the very last player, and last player has already been tagged out in the very present scenario. Siren has been already taken down. Only 3 players standing in this very present scenario. Only 1 minute and 30 seconds left. And okay, as by now for the teams, performing the very smoke up job for now to be, and as by now for the team, performing the very heal up job. Slays has already performed out the very healing up job for the team. Rothesh as well, 3 players standing, whereas Arya has already been knocked in finished for the teams. For the team PWR as well, they have collected over only 6 kills, whereas 3 kills has been picked by the non-Gratrax, but 1 kill by the Taro, then another one by Varazil, and another one by Zaidname in such a way, which was fine. They need to go for it in certain situation. How they gonna manage the very thing. And okay, only 26 seconds left in this very scenario. And in such a way, 23 players left in this very present scenario. For the team Slays as well, Muffin is in some sort of SP, and Madis Slays has already been knocked in finish. And as by now, they are throwing just smoke in this very present scenario. And for English Sports is over here, where they have collected over only 4 kills in this very present scenario. And that was the shots, but she has given shots to the very crate, which was not so fine. And okay, as by now for the team, altogether 4 men are over here, and Alex Zani is over here. Okay, in such a way, for the team B, Pink Loli has already been taken down. For the team altogether, they have collected over only 5 kills. There are over 6 teams with that very 16 players available, and Alex Jan is over here, and she's trying to give some of the shots against the very Rothis, but haven't give So far now situation, sort of far now situation for the team ESK, Laila has already been taken down, and this game is coming in the words of extinction अथवा exit. As by now for the sports, two of the player has already been taken down, and there was the player so called Shizuezu who have the kills or contributed one of the kills for her team. And for the team for Yunkuzi Sports, one is 3 minutes standing since one of the player has already been knocked in place. For the team Rotes, that was a very same condition to the very Rotes as well. 3v3 fight need to be get executed. Only 5 teams left. Okay, as one of the team player are being knocked out, will be the very last player. And okay, in such a way they are just performing healing up job, which was fine. For the team PWR as well, they have collected overly 11 kills, which was fine thing, but haven't gone for it, so fine as well. And that was a very fine thing. Only 5 teams left in the very present scenario with that very 5 players. Last player for the team for Yunkuzi Sports will be our Shizu, and she's trying her level best to manage of the very shots fight. She able to manage it out completely. As I got to know, there was our Ratesh whereas 3 of the players for these very teams has faced out the very exit, which was not so fine. And as by now, for the team's 140 seconds left in this very present scenario. For the team, Stressless has already been taken down. Stressless will be the last player to stand by. And as by now, Stressless is over here. There are altogether 5 teams left in this very situation. And as by now, they are just holding up in the very certain situation and need to provide out the very need. And okay, they are just providing some sort of need against the very teams, and they are throwing nades here and there over in here, which was not so fine. For now to be only 17 seconds left in this very present scenario. For the team PWR as well, there are only 2 men standing or in the very standby position. They need to get down as soon as possible. For the teams, which team's gonna grab out the very chicken, that will be the thing, so just look after. And okay, and as by now for the teams, only 3 teams left, and moving slash is over here, whereas 3 of the players has already been exited. And as by now, there are overly 4 players with that very 3 teams left by. So okay, they are just trying to throw some of the nades. And as by now for the teams, they need to provide some level of swords. And that was a sword, and player has already been knocked and finished. And they are just getting closer. That was a shot, but Taro has already been knocked out. The very last player for the team Rothesh is performing this very 1v2 plus. Let's go for, and that semi-steal. But congratulations to the team PWR for this very chicken dinner, since they have grabbed out the very first one as well, which was really great. And congratulations to the team Rothesh for trying their level best. Was the very tough tiger fight now to. And okay guys, we'll be just right back. Okay, stay connected. ओके गाइज यो हाम्रो लागि तपाईँले तेस्रो गेम है त तेस्रो गेम स्टार्ट भइसकेको छ अनि चल्ने क्रियाकलापहरू पनि जसमा होइन क्यारियन भइसक्यो भनौँ न इन सच सिनारियो अहिलेको लागि तपाईँले 2 मिनट एन्ड 50 सेकेन्डको टाइम पिरियड छ सबैजनाले मजाले लुट्नलाई अघिभन्दा 2टा टिम्स कम आएको छ 16वटा टिम्स थियो के अघिल्लो गेमसम्म बट अहिलेको लागि भने 14वटामा कन्भर्टेड लबीमा पनि तपाईँले भास्ट डिफ्रेन्सेस आएको छ 64 को लबी 54 भनेपछि 10वटा प्लेयर कहाँ गयो त प्लेयर 10वटा प्लेयर कहाँ गए 10वटा प्लेयर खै भनेको 10वटा प्लेयर डिमोटिभेट भए 10वटा प्लेयर नै यतापट्टि हिम्मत हारी गइसकेका छन् इट वाज भेरी ब्याड टु बी दे हेभ लुज देयर होप टु हेभ fine results so that they couldn't even join out the very situation which was a situational fall not there as well since they haven't picked any of the fine points which was okay fine not that bad not that good in this very certain scenario only 2 minutes and 8 seconds left in this very scenario there was the very first standing whereas SITV one of the player called Sugal STV and something like that has already been taken out and there was our MC for the team and they need to provide some of the fine shots for the teams but haven't gone for it or gone by now and only 1 minute and 40 seconds left in this very present scenario and is providing some level of fine shots but couldn't able to manage it out very properly but they are trying their level best in such a situation and that will be a situational fall not by some kind of intentional fall for now to be one of the player has already been knocked in place that was a nade against the Gigi but couldn't able to knock him out in such a scenario and okay Gigi is just performing the very healing option as by now okay using some kind of sorts of consumables to heal himself up and we did that so which was fine enough in such a scenario that was a shot against the Gigi nice one and that was a fine knock as well and providing some level of search but sadly Nia himself get knocked out and Robin will be the very last player to just be over here and SATV has collected over 84 kills for the teams whereas 2 has been picked by the MB and MC picked 1 and SATV NYS has picked 1 that make their total kill of 4 but they have lost one of the teammates so called Yin Sin B and something like that was her name the Spino 1 10 seconds left in this very scenario despite the very 10 second time period and this was the very stage 1 and we'll get a next zone as the very stage 2 in the very 3 minutes and 15 seconds which was not that much as by now one of the team has already been exited which will be our TG where they have collected 1 kills and that 1 kill also contributed by the TG Niak but okay fine they have grabbed out only 1 point in this very game and by now only 13 teams alive with that very 49 players in this very lobby and okay we have to wait for 3 minutes something like 3 minutes for the next zone which will be our stage 2 by now and I don't think so till then no any fights will acquire over there since our teams are kind of far away from each other and so that we will be able to expect that out okay for the first thing to just okay just talk about this certain circumstances for the team for into this post there are overally 4 minutes standing where will be our Shijo Easy, Siren Easy and Mayu Easy then after that Moomin Easy will be the players to just be over here and as right now only 2 minutes and 5 seconds left in this very present scenario we have to move forward for the very another zone which will be our stage 2 by now but it takes more 1.5 minutes to just get closed or just reach out the very next zone and as by now for now to be it's and every teams are just holding up their situation and teams are trying to grab out a very fine space in the zone which is easy to grab it out for now to be I'm expecting fight between the Slays and Ian Yaf in such a scenario, let's see what will be happening over here. Will the very fight will be start between these very after teams. Okay, for the team slays, there are only two men. Two of the players are absent in this very present scenario, so it is not being so fine. As by now, they need to move forward from here, as I believe they're gonna manage out oil properly. Okay, as by now for the teams, only 55 seconds left in this very present scenario to get into the very another zone, which will be our stage 2 for sure to be. And only 40 seconds left in this very present scenario. This was the very stage 1, and next stage will be starting pretty much soon. As by now, let's see how they're gonna manage it, how they're gonna execute the very certain things to just be. And stage 1 is just now started, and 125 seconds in this very present scenario, and 49 players are over there with that very 13 teams available in this very present scenario. They need to get off, and okay, Stress has get off side down by now and looting some of the fine loots as done from the very loot, since they have okay proper amount of loots, since they have dually looted the very area of Camp Bravo, which was enough for a squad to loot it over there. And as by now, only 1 minute and 30 seconds left in this very present scenario, and okay, this was the very stage 2, and we are moving forward for the very next one, which will be our stage 3rd for to be for the team INFA. They have engaged in the fight with Yancy, and Elisa has knocked and finished one of them, and Pori another one. And okay, Yancy Pori is being ready, and INFA are using some utilities against them, whereas PZBoo has already been taken on by that short grenade. Okay, that was nice one against the Pari as well. And okay, they are getting close by, I think, as by now. And for the team ENC, it is also one of the preferable situation to be that so. But okay, for the team INFA, they have nothing to lose, so that they are going for the fight. Let's see, will they able to retreat out the very easy fight, which sounds kind of hard to make it out through. And for the team XP is being ready with that very nade, and that was the throw of the very nade, but not able to get connected in my opinion. And last player XP has been tackled out it from the lobby, as by now for the team ENC, one and only player to get knocked out will be our Boo, which was 2 times by the very same team, which was our INFA. But okay, INFA couldn't able to grab out any of the kills or face out any of the casualty to the very team, which was our ENC. So that was a fine thing for the team ENC. Only 1 minute and 30 seconds left in this very present scenario, where we could able to reach out the very stage 3rd. Okay, that will be in 1.5 minute later. That was the very thing to just look after it. And okay, as by now, this was the very stage 2, and we are going forward for the stage 3rd. For the team Yasai TV as well, they have lose one of the player but collected 4 of the kills, whereas 2 kills have been contributed by MB 2K10, and 1 kill by MC, and then after that another one by Yamoyas. But our Insane Louis has been exited without any frags, which was not so fine thing. But I believe she will retreat or come back herself in the very last game, which will be the map of Erangel by now. So let's see what will be happening over there. For the team B, MB2 has already been taken out, so that players are facing some kind of uncomfortableness, I believe, for the team B as well. There are 2 women standing in such a scenario. For the team 4 Sports as well, there was our Mayu to get knocked out. Shizu Easy has collected 1 kills, and Mumin another one. For the team BED, okay, one of the player has already been knocked and finished. For the team 4 Sports as well, Siren has faced out the very casualty for the team, which was really not fine. And Rothis Bay is over here, whereas there was a very squad okay overly as a very 4 men, which was fine thing to just be. And only 1 minute and 5 seconds left in this very present scenario, and Rotesh Bay is going straight forward for now to be for Ingu Sport. Mumin Easy has knocked and finished BE Muminzi, which was really not fine thing to just play. Maddie Slays is over here with Stress Slays. There are overally 2 men standing in this very present scenario for the team Yalas. Mimic Nanami, Nanami, Tabu and Jani will be the very 4 men standing in this very present scenario. And okay, let's get to the another zone, which will be our stage 4th for sure to be. Only 32 seconds left in this very present scenario, and that was the thing to just look after it. And okay, they are just going straight forward for now to be. It was fine for the team PWR as well. There are overally 4 men: Nurse Cracks, Zaidnem, Taro. Then after that will be one player so called Warajil for the teams. Okay, they have collected overally 2 chicken in a row. First game was for them, second was also for them, 2 chickens in a row, which was fine. They have mostly get up in the very points table, which we get to know after the very overall results. We come to know about the very actual position of them. So that only 1 minute and 30 seconds left in this very present scenario. How they gonna manage of the very game in such a situation? That was a thing to just look after it. And 40 players are available with that very 11 teams in the very present scenario. And only 1 minute and 15 seconds left is in this very situation. That was the stage start, so we need to get quickly to the another stage, which will be our stage 4th by now, which will be at after a minute later, and now it is less than a minute for sure to be. And for now to be only 1 minute and 50 seconds left. You. Hello, allow? Okay. And okay, only 37 seconds left in this very present scenario, whereas Alice Mimic has already been taken down by the very shortened net. Only 30 seconds left. Okay, now let's see how they're gonna manage out the very shortened things. So just that was the thing to just look after. Rotesh has been taken by the PS Cat, and they are just trying to just finish her up, but they couldn't able to do that. So, but they are trying the level best to finish her up, which was not so fine. So sad thing to just be. Alex Zani has already been taken on for the team. So only 7 seconds left in this very present scenario. In such a way for now to be, Alex Zani has been already taken down, which was not fine. Okay, for the team SATV, they have collected overly 6 kills, whereas 4 kills has been taken by the YasCEMB to get in. And that was a shot against the Tabu, but Tabu reflectively knocked out the very City MC, which was really bad for the team. There was the very last place stand by, as they have picked out the very 6 kills in total, whereas 4 picked by our BI to get in, which was fine, not that good, not that bad as well. Throwing smoke to manage a cover to revive or recover her teammates as soon as possible, as only 14 seconds left in this very present scenario, and the recovery phase has been already started for the teams, whereas okay, MC has been getting breathing out, but okay, Yamayas just get revived, and okay, Spino MB is going to revive or recover the MC by now, and the recover process has already been executed, and I think she will able to recover her out, but one of the player for the team ESK has been taken down over here and knocked in finish by now, which was really bad for the team, but good for the team Forenko Sports, since they have picked out the very frag. For the team Forenko Sports as well, they have lose one of the player for now to be Forenko Sports. Shizu Easy has collected one of the kills, but okay, Mumin has knocked out one of the players, so Kalijimai, and knocked in finish her out. And for the team, there are only 3 minutes standing in this very present scenario. For the team ENC, there are overally 4 men, whereas Elisa got out the very 2 kills, whereas ENC PZ Puri has got out the very 2 kills, which UKM has already been taken down for the team, so it was really not fine to be. And only 43 seconds left in this very present scenario for the team ENC as well. And there were overally 4 minutes starting for the team TC Flower has okay, they are also has facing the very same problem, whereas 3 players has already faced out the very exit, so that like will be the very last player to stand by. 1 25 seconds left in this very present scenario for the team PWR. Taro has knocked out one of the players for the team, so it was really not great to be. Laila is providing some level of decent shots, but okay, Laila also faced out some of the damages in such a scenario, which was really not fine in my opinion. Only 7 seconds left in this very present scenario. After that, we will reach out to the very another zone, which will be our stage 5 for sure to be. And let me check it out if the live is being continued or not. Let me check out by the time. And sorry for the inconveniences. I have already asked the sorry for this, but yes, it's being continued or not. Let me check out by it's still happening as it need to be. Okay, Tabu has been taken by the Taro, which was very bad. And for the team Furenguji Sports, there was overally 7 kills for them to be, whereas they have lost one of the players, which was really bad. By now, only 2 seconds left in this very present scenario. Stage 5 has been already make out through, and we are moving for the very next stage 6. But there are massive enemies or teams available in this very present scenario. Only 40 seconds left in this very present scenario, and only 38 seconds is left. And for the team Mr. Slays or Slays, there was a last place standing as I believe, but I was wrong. There are overly 2 men since their game has been started with the very duo men, and they are just surviving or playing a very patience level of game, and just they need to provide a revival to one of the players who called Rotej Yasuki, and they have already started the very process, and that was a knock-in finish for the team. And only duo men as I believe. Am I right? Yes, okay, only 2 men for the team SITB are left in this very present scenario. So in case how they gonna manage the very certain things to just be, that will be the very thing to just look after it. And for the team ENC, player are being just knocked out in this very present scenario. For the team Shizu, Furenguji Sports, Shizu has been taken down. Top fragger will be our Moomin. She have collected overly 7 kills for the team, which was really great in number. For the team TWC, Flirty has been already taken down. For the team PWR as well, they have collected overly 5 kills. And Warazil has just completed out the very healing process, which was really fine. For the team Furenguji Sports as well, they have collected overly 10 kills. TWC Komaji has been taken down by the Wiz, which was not so fine. For the team PWR as well, they have collected overly 5 kills and have to go for the very shot. That was a nice shot, but haven't managed of the very knocked. Okay, 1 in 36 seconds left in this very present scenario. That was a very stage 6 by now, and I think we will go for the very next stage, which will be our stage 7 for now to be. For the team Furenguji Sports as well, there are overly 3 minutes standing, but Siren has placed out the very exit as well, and they are trying to provide some level of shots against the team, but they couldn't able to manage it out all the way out through. And okay, SATB MC has already been taken on. For the team PWR as well, there are overly 4 men. They have collected 7 kills as well. SITB MIS has been taken on. For the team Alex, players are getting knocked in finished by the time, and Suspino no tracks is Suspino healing up by using the very certain not medikit but painkiller. As by now for the team Rothes, Yasuke will be the very player, whereas Yuno has picked the very first kill for her team. As by now only 4 teams available are left in this very present scenario. With that very 14 players, how they gonna manage out the very certain game in this very scenario, that will be the very thing to just look after it. Only 13 seconds left in this very present scenario, and only 8 seconds left, and we will move for the very next zone. 14 players are still available in this very lobby, whereas most of the players our team has the very 4-man squad. But okay, Rojas Bay has been taken down by the Taro, and PW are trying for their next chicken, which will be their 3rd chicken in a row. We say they could able to manage it out just properly. But the team Rotes, there are 1 woman standing. Okay, last one standing by now, and they are just by now getting straightforward, but PW are just killing it. And 1 more utilities, and then after that we also get and see, but okay, they have gone directly for the very fights, but have face out the very shots by the upper side. Only 3 teams left in this very prison scenario. Will they able to manage out the very 3 chicken in a row? I'm expecting that for the team NSY. There are overally 3 players in a row for the team, and one of the players for the team PWR has knocked in finish in outside the very zone, knocked by the enemies but finished by the very zone, which was really not fine. Okay, there are overally 7 players left in this very prison lobby. With that very 3 teams, that was a very stage 8, and okay, we will get moved forward for the another stage of the zone in a very 5 second. Let me tell this as or introduce it as less than 5 second, and okay, that was the thing. Only 30 second left, and the zone will be go for the collision. Let's see. There will be the fight between the very 3 teams, and that was a sword, but that was respected by the Shizu Uji. That was nice one, and but Mumi has taken down, but Shizu will be the very last player, and she has gone for the very shots, but she couldn't able to manage it out. PWR as by now, that was a very 2v2 fight. If the NSY will able to revival their one teammate, then it will be converted into 3v2, but it has already been converted into 2v2 as by now, but okay, 1v2 by now. Pulvarazil will able to manage it out completely. That was a shot, but Pulvarazil able to connect it out. That was nice one, last standing, and that was the 3 chicken in a row for the team. None other than, yes guys, what a chicken, what a game. That was a very third chicken in a row. There will be the very last game. Could PWR also able to get about the very last one chicken? That will be a very questionable thing to just watch it through. So stay tuned, and I will be right back. Tata. Okay, this will be the very last game of the very event since they are okay. Nice. Same lobby as the very back game. अगाडिको गेम जस्तै सेम लबी छ. So as by now only 3 minutes and 30 seconds go time period, and the party for now to be only 2 minutes and 23 seconds left in this very present scenario, and only 53 players are over here in such a way. Only 2 minutes and 20 seconds left in this very present scenario. Okay, they need to go straight forward as soon as possible, and as by now only 2 minutes and 5 seconds को time period बाँकी रहेको छ, and okay, only 51 players left in this very present scenario for the team NSY as well. Wix UPM is over here, and in such a scenario as well, they are just getting straightforward. As by now they're gonna manage it out well properly, as I got to know. Only 1 minute and 10 seconds left in this very present scenario, and Kullan is trying to provide a very grenade in the very front line, but not gone for it so far, and ready with that very nade. That wasn't it, but it doesn't go for the very connection, as only 49 seconds left in this very present scenario. क्या लिख रहा है ये? That wasn't it, but it doesn't. And as by now for the team, UKM has already been knocked and finished for the team. So only 40 seconds left in this very present scenario. Okay, 50 players are there with that very 13 teams in such a situation as well. That was the very situatic manner, and as by now only 23 seconds left in this very present scenario for the team ENC, and as by now for the teams, they are going just straight forward to manage it out or make it as a fine game for now to be, and as by now for the team, only 6 seconds left in this very present scenario. How they gonna manage out or execute the very certain things, that is the thing to just look after it. And as by now teams are going straight forward for now to be, which was literally a very fine thing to just be, and as by now for the team, they are just moving their stride, and only 3 minutes and 53 seconds left, and they are trying their level best to go straight forward, and for the teams, how they're gonna manage out the very certain game, that will be the very thing to just look it after. And for the teams, there are overly 50 players left with that very 13 teams for the team BE. One of the players for the team BE also has been taken down, and I think the player has already been finished. And for the teams NSY as well, Kullan has faced knocked out for the team BE. There was the very first player casualty in their case, which was not so fine, and in a similar context, team are doing a very fine job in the very present scenario. Only 3 minutes and 10 seconds left in this very situation, and in the very scenario, and as well Kullan is over here knocked out for the team BE. There are overly 3 men in such a way, which was fine enough, not so good, not so bad, in a very situative manner. They are just performing the very healing of song, which was fine, not that great, not that bad as well. And teams are getting knocked by now, which was not so fine in my opinion, but let's see what will get happen by now to be. They need to go straight forward. Also they are doing that very same thing, and I'm hoping for their fine game. I hope so. It will be the very fine thing to just look after it. And just by now for the teams, only 2 minutes and 13 seconds left in this very present scenario. How they're gonna manage all the very things to just look after it. That will be the very thing to just look after and check it on it. Only 48 players left with that very 13 teams. And ESK Kims has been taken down over here. For the team ENSY, Kullan is being revived, and for the team ESK, players are being knocked out. And okay, enough as Josh collected overly 2 kills for them to be, which was fine enough in this very present situative manner. And in such a situation, only 1 minute and 39 seconds left in this very present scenario, which was fine enough. And as by now teams are going straight forward. And as by now for the teams, only 1 minute and 18 seconds left in this very present scenario. And they are at the very closest area to be. And NSY Naila has just been taken down. For the team TWC, Mimo, Kamoji and Flirty will be the players to just over here, and for the team ESK, Laila has been taken down. For the team ENSY, Naila has taken down. For the team Kullan is over here with allies, and the players are getting knocked and finished for the teams. And for now to be only 3 players standing, since one of the player has already been knocked and finished. That was being kind of hard job to just manage it out all the way through. And they are just trying their level best to perform well in this very situative game. And only 30 seconds left in this very situation. So let's move as like by now. And for now to be ENC, PG2 has already been taken down. And as by now players are getting knocked both sides over here in such a scenario. And as by now for the teams, only 2 minutes and 25 seconds left in this very present scenario. How they're gonna manage all the very certain thing to just manage it out. So let's see how they're gonna initiate out the very thing to just be that will be a very thing to just look after it and go for it. And TG both sides over here. And 2 minutes and 16 seconds left in this very present scenario. Last player has just been knocked and finished for the team, so which was really not fine enough thing to just be. So they are getting straightforward. For now to be, players are getting knocked and finished by now, which was not so fine in this very present scenario. And as by now for the teams BE, players for the team BE has already been taken down. This was really not fine. WIX Stone has been taken out for the teams, and only 1 minute and 43 seconds. NSY Alice has been already taken down. And for the teams ENC is for the team ENC, 3 of the players has already faced out the very exit, which was really not great to be. And in such a scenario, there will be the very last player to just stand by over here. And for the team's player are getting knocked and finished by now, which was really not fine. There will be the very last player, so called Weeks Lennox. And for now to be only 1 minute and 15 seconds left. And only 1 minute and 10 seconds left for the very next zone, which will be our stage third for sure to be. How they gonna manage out the very certain things to just look after it. That will be the thing to just look and just expect the very game in a very right way or manner. In such a scenario, only 55 seconds left in this very present situation. They need to move forward as soon as possible. How they're gonna manage out the very game, that will be the very thing to just look after. And only 37 seconds left in this very present scenario. How they're gonna manage out, or how they're gonna figure out this very certain thing to just, that will be the very thing to just look after it. And only 25 seconds left in this very present scenario, so they need to go forward if they ever could be. And I'm expecting a very fine game, and they are getting upside down. And okay, completely they are at a very upside and only 9 seconds left. Ratesh is over here. Ratesh, Arya, Bay, Yuno and Yesu will be the very 4 men standing to just be. And as by enough for the team's money. Okay, as by now they are trying to go for it but haven't gone by now, and players are getting knocked. Only 9 teams left in this very present scenario. They have collected over only 5 kills, which was so fine to be. And as by now the first aid has been already picked out, and they have already got out the very healing job, which was fine and in sort of situative manner as well. And they need to move in as soon as possible. By now how they gonna manage all the very certain things, that will be the very thing to just get it and look after it. And they are getting this upside down, and one of the player has already been knocked out, and players are getting knocked for the team 4 inputs, and last player standing will be our movement, since 3 of the player has already been taken out. There was the only 9 teams available in this very present situative thing, so I'm just being here, and they are just trying to get straight forward, so hoping for their best, as if they ever could be here in the very situative manner, that will be a very fine thing. And only 9 teams available in this very lobby. For the team PWR as well, they have collected over only 3 kills, and only 16 seconds left in this very present situative place, which was fine. So they are jumping from here and there and going here and there. That will be the very okay. As by now, only 27 seconds left with that very 9 teams. And as by now how they're gonna manage out the very certain game to be that. So let's see what will happen next in this very present scenario. Only 1 minute and 30 seconds left in this very present scenario, and as by now I believe the team will definitely manage out the very things to just be. And for now to be only 1 minute and 20 seconds left, and Ratesh are doing fine fight against the team, which was fine, not that good, not that bad in such a present scenario mahol or situation, and teams are getting knocked out by now. As by now for the team, 1 minute and 1 second left in this very present scenario, and Ratesh Yuno has already been knocked out. And for the teams, players are getting knocked out. For the team, there are over only 3 minutes standing. For the team INFI as well, ESH XBI has already been taken on, so that there will be the 1 2 minutes standing in this very present situative manner. So let's go, and how they're gonna manage out, that will be the thing to just look after it. And in such a scenario, they are working the very healing job, and they have did that. So, and overall they have collected 3 kills, which was really great to be. And only 15 seconds left. There are players for the team Sledge, which are 3 in number. One of the player are absent in this very present situative manner. For the team Ratesh as well, they have collected 2 kills. There was the last player for the team Forenco Sports, which was our Moomin, but there was the fight against the team, and they have managed the very certain fight against the team INFA, and have grabbed out overly 4 kills, which was really great. Okay, that was very nice thing to just look after it. And let's go with the very flow. I believe they're gonna manage it out well properly, as I got to know, which was really much fine. Not just really much, but very much fine in this very present scenario. Okay, as by now for the teams, that was the stage start. And let's get for it for the team. WIX for the teams. Altogether, they have grabbed out the very 5 kills, which was really great in such a situative manner. And as by now, I believe teams are going to grab out the very things or chicken in such a situative manner. Players are getting inside the zone, which was completely in. And for the teams, only 1 minute and 10 seconds left in this very present scenario, which was fine. 1 minute and 3 seconds left, and let's get into the very another game as soon as possible, which was fine enough thing to just be. And only 55 seconds left in this very present scenario for the team 4 into the sports. 3 of the players has faced out the very exit, and there will be the very last player to just stand by or stand over here. And as by now for English Sports, Moomin Easy is over here, and only 35 seconds left in this very present scenario for the team. TWC Flower has already been taken down in such a way. So it wasn't being a fine thing to just be, and okay, that was the very vehicle, and that was a very vehicle knock, but I haven't converted any the shot, but couldn't able to manage it out well properly. But couldn't able to manage out the very knock in this way. And Jenny has faced out the very short and shorts, but okay, just trying their level best to perform well in this very short and situated game. So that was fine enough. And only 30 seconds left in this very present scenario. 21 players are available in this very situation with that very 8 teams. So I'm expecting a very fine game for them to be, if they able to manage out this game easily, and that will be the very fabulous thing to just be. And only 10 seconds left in this very present scenario. And okay, as by now only 8 teams left in this very present scenario, with that very 18 teams or 18 players in such a way, and they need to move forward as soon as possible. I am expecting a very fine game for this very 1 minute and 1 second left in this very present scenario. Spike and going with that very shots, but Tabu has managed out the very situative thing to just pick, and that was a very fine thing to just be. And okay, performing the very healing up job, and Dawn with that for the team 4 into sports as well. There was the very last play stand by for this very shorting teams, and getting closer for the team. Rothesh Bay has already been taken down for the teams, and I believe that will be the very situative finish. But PWR for the team, PWR player are also getting finished after 3 chicken in a row. Okay, this game is being struggle for them to just manage it out through, but they have already have the outcome of very 4 points in this very game, since they have collected overly 3 kills and has just been in #7 and still going for it and providing some number of swords. But that was a sword, last one. Come on, you could able to manage out this very clutch, but go, but no, Rothesh manage out the very thing, since she has also a great gun power that she just showed us, and she was the very top fragger for the Sanoku one, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. I do think that was the very thing just wins the game, but couldn't able to manage it out pretty much through. And one is first thing in this very present scenario.
And as by now for the teams, they are performing the very healing up job. And as by now for the teams, WIX Lannis has already been taken down as they are coming in the very downside. As by now only 5 teams left in this very prison scenario, and they need to go for it, but haven't gone by now. How they gonna manage out, how they gonna figure out everything, that will be the very thing to just look after it. And Alex Zani has already been taken down for the teams, and I think this player will be get knocked. And okay, they are facing some level of swords. Okay, 1 minute, 2 teams left with that very 9 teams. Okay, as by now only 3 teams left in this very prison scenario. And okay, as by now they are performing the very healing up job in this very prison scenario. And as by now only 52 seconds left in this very prison scenario. Rotes are here with that very 3 minutes standing in this very prison scenario. And okay, as by now only 5 players left with that very 2 teams, and they're trying to go for it, and that was an it. Will it able to get connected? As by now I'm expecting that will be the thing to just look after it. And there was the very fight between 2v3. Let's see which team's gonna grab out the very chicken. That was an 8. Okay, that was a damage as well. That is dealing some sort of fine damage against Rotes Arya, but she is standing so strongly and going with that very fight. As by now against the Jani, could she able to manage it out. Last is standing. Come on, let's go for it. Let's go for it. A nice knock, Jani, but okay, Jani has been taken down, and this chicken dinner goes to the team, none other than Yaska. Rotes has managed out a very beautiful chicken dinner. Top fragger will be Rotes Arya, and thank you so much until the very end. And I will meet you at some other time. Till then, bye bye, tada, see you, goodbye.